Look us up. We're off beat.
Hi again, everybody. It's been a while.
Indeed, it has.
How long has it been? I've been in the hyperbaric time chamber the whole time.
Well, see, it's a whole saga. I mean, it's been about 3 years. Steve and I have finally finalized the divorce from each other. He owes me $8,000 a month in alimony. Although he got the judge to agree to let him pay it in Monopoly bucks. So I mean, like, not great.
I mean, in fairness, though, doesn't that mean Steve has to source at least several editions of Monopoly every month?
Oh, that Monopoly money's very easy to counterfeit, though.
See that now? That's gonna make it hard. I gotta have like one of those like markers that checks or counterfeit bills whenever he hands me those pink 50s.
Look, man, you can't afford anything anyway because inflation is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wait, you could pay him in dollars from the Bank of Zimbabwe. Those are very easy to get a hold of. Like, the judge didn't specify which currency you had to use.
Or which Monopoly edition.
Yeah, as long as it's some form of well, no, Zimbabwe, the actual currency of Zimbabwe should be cheaper than the Monopoly money, so...
That is true.
We cross Zimbabwe off the list of countries that would ever support this podcast.
Oh no, my heart's so broken.
Sorry, Zimbabweans.
Hey.
If you have internet there, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Although
Moving on.
The internet there can't be worse than Comcast.
Well, it's good to be back, folks.
Yeah,
a lot is happening. A lot is friggin' happening, and a lot has happened, and a lot is friggin' happening.
Yeah, the podcast completely missed the apartment years for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I almost forgot that you were even living in an apartment because I was there. I went there like once or twice.
I was literally never there.
I don't think I ever visited your apartment while you were living there.
My apartment, it wasn't great. It was good enough for what it was. But there were problems even once we signed like the friggin' lease and paid the security deposit. So, anyone care if I just tell a quick story about this thing?
I mean,
go right ahead.
I mean, you're gonna do it anyway, so just go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I'm gonna. So, Natalie was moving back from Virginia. She had been living there the last time we did episodes for this podcast, and we decided like, all right. She moved out of her apartment when COVID hit, moved back in with her parents, and then when we were planning to move in together, she got the opportunity in Virginia. Was down there for 2 years. Moved back. We finally, all right, we're gonna get a place together, and we find one I think in like March of 2023. So we get an application, we send it in, they approve us. We got an apartment there. It wasn't bad. And then it came time to pay the security deposit for this place. So, all right, we'll do that. That means we're locked in. We did this on a Thursday in July. And I only remember that because the very next day, it was like a Friday, and it was like a week where a lot of people in the city, who worked for the city of Philadelphia, they had taken vacations because the buildings were all empty. And I get in, and around like 11:30 that morning, we get an email saying, oh, yeah, if you work for, like, city government, you no longer have to live in the city. And I'm like, oh, you...
Oh, no.
So, there was, like, comparable apartments I had looked at that were, like, $800 a month cheaper and just as nice as the one we were moving into that I couldn't sign up for because I had to live in the city. And it's like, they didn't just decide on a Friday, like late on a Friday morning, like, hey, you don't have to live in the city anymore. They had thought about this for months, and they knew that people were renewing their leases. What is this? So for 2 years, I lived...
sorry, dude. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I spent 2 years living in East Falls, like not far from Manayunk, and I mean, the apartment was fine for what we needed it to be, but it was one of those things like you knew it wasn't going to be like a permanent home, like... One of the bedrooms just got converted into Natalie's office.
I think that's the one I slept in.
Yeah. We had... Tino stayed over once, and that was because he came up on the New York trip, so I offered him a place to stay. This place, like all like wall units for like the air conditioning and the heat, and yeah, so
yeah,
make sure you pull out the filters and clean them off, because otherwise that air is gonna get really rank.
Yeah, no, our apartment that I've been living in for like 7 years, and Vicky's been living with me for the last like 3, has had wall unit air conditioning, but at least we had radiators, wall unit heat.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Sounds terrible.
Was it like an older building? Because it didn't seem that old when I was there.
No, so it technically is an older building, but it was renovated. I forget what it was previously, but they did gut it and like try to make it nice. But it's the way they renovated it feels like they started trying to make the building nice and then gave up like a third of the way through.
Well, depending on how it was built, like you might not have the physical space for like centralized HVAC units and all that kind of stuff that you would need in a more modern building.
Probably
Yeah,
not, but I would have settled for like, I don't know, something that kept the flies from coming up the garbage chute and getting into everyone's apartments like every other week.
Yeah, you see, the building I'm in is like kind of on the older side, but that means there's certain disadvantages and advantages. One of the advantages is that the dumpsters for putting out our trash are out there.
Yes.
Which means the trash.
Yeah, that helps.
One of the disadvantages is that
the dumpsters for putting out your trash are out there, and you gotta go out in the rain.
Oh, no. One day, Vicky and I come home, and it's like, they seem to have sealed off part of the basement where we do the laundry and stuff. Why is there all that red tape literally pasted over that one doorway? And then we go outside, and we see a truck. And the truck is for asbestos removal.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And, like, that's the thing that apparently happens all over, like, New York City, too, because, like, when you find... Because those buildings are ancient. So, yeah, no. So, they didn't... So, the nice thing is that apparently they had it so contained they didn't feel the need to send a big message to us saying, hey, we found asbestos again, because it's kind of an expected thing with apartment buildings of this age. But the deal, I think, is that they rip it out where they find it. And that's part of what they had to do, was both either rip it out, and then whatever is structurally necessary has to be like sealed in plastic or something, and like a spray on like bake light.
So let me ask, what would have been worse to see, find out was down there, asbestos or a dead body?
Honestly, the asbestos.
Yeah, dead bodies don't give you cancer from 50 feet away.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they're from Chernobyl.
Yeah, well...
Oh.
Yeah.
Sealing
Was his name Igor?
Yeah, no, the night, like I said, they at least got it contained, and that door doesn't open anymore, so...
Oh, wait, what? They sealed
the room off forever.
Yep.
I think the room itself
is dead to me now.
They didn't
I say we make the living room the new laundry room. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking. Will, where's the washing machine? I don't know, because we have no space for it.
Well, okay, so the fact that they sealed the room off permanently tells me they didn't find asbestos there. They found, like, a reincarnated mummy, and they're trying to keep it contained. I
don't think the room is sealed off completely. I think it's only sealed off for tenants.
I think that
the maintenance staff has the keys. As for the mummy, well, here's the thing. The mummy's been paying consistent rent for like 4 decades.
Okay, that's fair.
It's actually kind of funny. So when I moved into this place, it's funny you bring up the mummy thing. When I first moved into this place back in 2017, like, I was like the youngest person in the apartment by a mile because all of my neighbors were like elderly. This place was practically an old folks' home. And I've unfortunately borne witness to to the older people either moving out or moving out.
Yeah,
moving out.
They either get a U-Haul or an ambulance to take them to their new living quarters.
Yeah, like my neighbor across the way here unfortunately passed away, and I only found that out when his daughter was here cleaning out the apartment. Yeah, and it's just like, oh geez, yeah, no, this was an old folks' home. And now all the new tenants are younger than me and Vicky, and we feel out of place.
Yeah, that's kind of how my block
Yeah,
works, because
you gotta go.
A lot of the people on my
Sorry, go
block
ahead.
are also, fairly old. The guy next to us died not too long ago, and I only found out like 2 weeks later.
Jeez. Yeah.
Well, Dave, I think what this means is that you have to find another apartment building full of elderly people where you and Vicky can move and go Grim Reaper all of them.
Well, no, because the next plan after this is to find a neighborhood full of old people we can go Grim Reaper on.
Oh, well, same thing. Piggybacking off of Dave saying that he's getting married. Sorry, ladies, I'm taken now.
When did
That's
this
okay.
happen?
But that's okay. Nobody wanted you anyway.
Thank God that Natalie snapped me up, because otherwise I would have been all alone.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, probably.
How'd that 10-year plan
Everyone-
work out, Steve?
What 10-year plan?
Yeah, 10 years, then you and Flora split ways.
Listen, it's for tax. It's for tax purposes. Okay.
I think his
Aren't
intention.
you?
I think his intention was to murder her for the insurance money, but then I caught him talking about it on camera, so I was like, "Well, now I don't know what to do."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I mean, there's too much evidence now. I'm sorry. Now I just got to ride this out, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm next, so hey. Also, this is just a plastic placeholder of the wedding ring I will be eventually wearing.
Is that a promise ring?
No.
Actually, what the hell?
I promise I'll show up on October 31st, 2025.
It's actually kind of fun. So, in order to be dead sure that our rings fit, the jeweler who designed Vicky's engagement ring and is designing our wedding rings got 3D prints made up of the CAD he created to make for us to test fit. And I've been wearing this because I'm not used to wearing any rings on my fingers because I have a slight problem.
You can only slightly live long and prosper.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. This hand is fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to wear my wedding ring on my right hand.
Interesting.
I see.
Yeah. That being said, I'm not going to give away all the details on what's on this ring on camera. You'll have to wait till the real one exists.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you put
Dave,
it
you
in
can.
the fire, Elvish appears on the ring, and you can read it.
Dave, if
Well,
you...
it's funny to bring up Elvish.
Oh, is there
That's what you're
Elvish
saying,
on your
you know?
ring?
Are you going to say anything?
Not exactly, but there is something related to people with pointy ears on this thing.
Oh,
But we'll get there.
Oh boy,
it's goblins.
Dave, if you
I'll explain.
if anybody ever asks you about why the ring is on your right hand finger, you could just tell them it's a Jewish thing, and they'll believe you. A lot of people just don't. They're ignorant.
Not only will they believe
no,
you, they will
that sounds
apologize
correct.
for asking.
So here's the thing. I'd love to do that, but you know what gets a better reaction than that?
What?
It's where I go, yeah, I'm the worst X-Men. I can only swim left.
Oh,
I can also swim right.
That sounds extremely inconvenient.
Yeah.
Also, just random question: is the 3D printer of this ring the same person who 3D printed these?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Didn't want to name drop
Yeah.
him, but I figured you know.
Our good friend T.G. Magnus, who if you look up, you can look up on YouTube and find a bunch of his T.G. Magus. If you look him up on YouTube, you can find all of his awesome video game covers that he did like 10 years ago.
You and Vicky are already married because she is already correcting you from the other room.
Yeah, hold on. They'll be on in once. They'll actually be on in a second. I'm going to go to push to talk.
No more unexpected interruptions.
There will be no more unexpected interruptions whatsoever, I promise.
Ah, it's our new mascot.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Why? Why is that our mascot?
Because Jiggles now exists. And
I thought his name was Tookie.
No, this is Jiggles. And
Jiggles.
yes, and after Natalie and I took a trip to Florida, there is another puppet as well.
Oh, no.
This is Senor
Oh, no.
Higlace.
Is he from Cuba? What?
No, Senor Higlace.
David?
Oh, Mexico.
Oh.
See.
Oh.
The mariachi puppet.
Yes.
Of course.
Excuse me, gents. Someone has seized control of our lights.
Alternately, they could just be glitching out.
How does someone seize control of your... Wait, do you have, like, smart lights that are controlled through an app or something? Oh, goodness.
We do.
Yep.
Yeah, mine are smart lights too. I turned them on earlier. I had to mute my mic and tell Google to turn them on.
Turn like a game, Steve.
Because normally when I'm at my computer, I only use like 2 lights because it's this is like aggressive, you know.
Use
But
less
it's
light.
good. But it's good for the podcast. But otherwise, I usually just use 2 when I'm like sitting at my desk.
Use fewer lights, Steve.
Okay, what fever dream of Sesame Street are we on right now?
I am Jiggles.
Actually, Daily Show did a skit about Elmo like a couple days ago.
Oh,
about
yeah.
how like about Elmo's far right now.
Well, because the X account got hacked. I always had this this little bit that I wanted to do whenever a spam spam caller would call me. I would want to be I would pretend to be a communist Elmo. So, but yeah,
You know.
I'm not sure
Very
which
good.
one's funnier.
Every now and then, me and Flora will joke about like how everything is like ours, not like our individual possession. So
Yes.
she'll be like, I like our food, comrade.
Yeah, no, So, it's funny that you bring that up. I think I have a very mild form of food aggression. I'm okay with sharing my food, except for the food on my plate. If somebody, like, I'll even buy somebody, like, their own thing of it. But, like, the second somebody's like, oh, let me just try some of yours, I feel robbed, and I kind of just want to kill them.
The
Giggles knows how you
KGB
feel.
would like to talk with you, Vicky.
I'm from Philly. The new Superman's from Philly. They can try.
I just love how you mentioned you have to share things. Flora goes, our food. But if you had debt, she would go, your debt, comrade.
Yes, I mean probably. We don't have debt though, so we're okay. I mean,
Yeah,
besides a
right.
mortgage, but that's like different.
That's an understandable debt.
We're building equity. It's different.
So they say.
so they say.
Yes.
Also, if you hear certain sounds in the background, Vicky is now playing.
I will mute it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
She's playing what?
What do you think, Tino? Final Fantasy 14.
I don't know. You guys play games of that I've never heard of half the time.
But right now, I'm doing the Shadowbringers healer role quest, and I'm doing the Sage role quest. Sorry, the Sage job quest.
Whenever I log into FF14, I'm always sitting in the gold saucer. I don't know why. It's just like hanging out there.
The gold saucer. Wait,
I
so
love that.
So wait, did they port the gold saucer from FF7 to FF14?
Yeah,
So,
it's an area.
Not only did they do that, Tina, in FF14, you go to the Gold Saucer to play thing games like Triple Triad.
And Mahjong.
I don't play that much.
Triple Triad and Mahjong?
Mahjong is great, but
Even
like
Senior
but
Higlace is shocked by that.
but
Look at
like
his expression.
the problem is like nobody plays Mahjong, so you kind of like wait a while to like play with someone else.
Yeah, I mean the last time I played Mahjong was in the SAC at Temple University. So
Same.
Yeah.
That's the first time I played it and won.
Yeah.
I never played it again.
that's like me and Will with Magic the Gathering. I played one game against him and won, and I have an undefeated record since then.
You
Same
know,
with, same with Will. Will's got his undefeated record.
yeah.
You know, it's funny you bring up
Who
the Magic.
organized that tournament?
What?
Who organized that tournament again?
It's probably Fu.
I wonder if he's.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, yeah, he does. He still plays Mahjong. Like, he's a high school teacher now, and he's been at it for like 10 years.
Yep.
No, I'm saying I wonder if he still hates me because, like, when I won that game and refused to play, it was like Jerry Seinfeld in that one episode where he refused to ever race again. So I refused to ever play again. Then he like wiped the leaderboard just to get me off. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll play again. He's like, no, you're banned.
I'm just in here. I'm like doing Fates in Kalusia. That makes sense to like literally 2 people in this chat.
And so Tino, to explain, not only is the gold saucer in the game, it comes complete with the song.
Okay, you definitely echo Dave, and I think
Oh,
it's
I guess
because
I have to go to push to talk.
I think it's because of Vicky. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so there we go.
That's better. Yep.
So Vicky and I can't talk at the same time, which makes sense.
It's not
So,
advisable anyway.
yeah, Tino.
Yeah, one of you talks, the other one listens.
Oh, and Tino got an N64 controller.
I also had an Xbox controller.
I didn't want to feel left out. Everyone's holding a controller.
I mean, I got my PS5 one over here. It's the classic anniversary edition PlayStation 1 style.
Ah, sometimes.
Yeah, hold on.
Vicky, your mic's off, remember.
It's this one.
You have to turn your mic on in order to talk.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that is pretty neat.
Yeah. I overpaid for it because it sold out really fast.
Wow.
I paid like $100 for it, I think, on eBay, which is not bad considering it's like 160 something now. Like, it's really expensive. But I think they're re-releasing it. I'm not sure. I didn't think they ever would, so that's why I bought it. But yeah,
I'm gonna wait.
I mean, for what it's worth, it's not unusual to overpay for nostalgic stuff. My dad had one of those aluminum Christmas trees growing up, and he managed to get another one, and he got into like bidding wars on eBay for like original 1960s ornaments just because of the nostalgia factor. I like to call it the Cold War tree because it would survive a nuclear blast. But anyway, that's off topic. I'm just saying, nostalgia factor, it's a great way to squeeze money out of people.
Yeah, I mean,
tell us about it.
I mean, I use this controller for literally everything, like PC, like retro stuff. Like when I plug in my Retroid Pocket 5 Pocket or whatever, Retro Pocket 5. All sorts of stuff. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's funny that you bring up eBay, Tino, because it just reminded me of a super nostalgia factor from when I was but a young sprout. Back when I was like 12 or 13, my brother decided that I needed more entrepreneurial skills because, it's apparently playing Tekken or, Soul Calibur in the basement is not very great for a literal child.
Your brother could not have anticipated Twitch.
Now look.
He actually couldn't have. He was so mad when he found out I could have been making money. But the nostalgia factor with like eBay and stuff, so he decided to drag my little 12, 13-year-old to an eBay class.
Wait.
They had a course to teach you how to use eBay, ways to post your listing, including putting L @ K. Look. I'm not even kidding.
Was this class hosted by Weird Al Yankovic?
If only. No, it was a bunch of suits, actually. A bunch of suits were teaching a bunch of, people who are our age now, and apparently child, how to use eBay. Like, I had to go to my brother and be like, I have an anime soundtrack I want to buy, and I'd also like to get this Final Fantasy VIII pendant. I know I haven't played it, but it looks cool. So can I have this? And he's like, yeah, sure, I guess. I couldn't buy my own on eBay, and I had a class on it. The Injustice.
Wait! You couldn't find stuff on eBay after the class?
No! I couldn't buy stuff on eBay.
You have to be over a certain age to use eBay.
You weren't old enough to buy stuff on eBay, but he was trying to teach you how to sell on eBay. This just keeps getting worse the more I hear about it. Were you the only 13-year-old in that class?
I was in a room full of adults, and they were all varying degrees of weird.
So that sounds like one of those genius kids.
Weird.
That sounds like one of those genius kids who ends up going to college with all of the 19 and 20-year-olds just be like a fish out of water.
It's funny because my brother basically was that kid. He was dragged into, well, not dragged into, he tested into Mensa for his IQ test when he was like 7 years old. He had an IQ of like 179 or something. And Mensa's like, we gotta get you in here. And mom's like, you are a bunch of dudes? That is a 7-year-old? No. Then there was the fact that I didn't test into Mensa, but I did end up getting IQ tested against my will when I was 10.
I was made to take the SAT multiple times in middle school, and I didn't want to any time. But
Why in friggin' middle school?
because I was really good at it when I had to take it for real.
I remember when I had to take the ACT. Well, it wasn't the ACT. It was a different standardized test, maybe the Terra Nova. I had to go to high school, and please note, I was already in full swing goth at this point. I went to. Can you blur out, by the way, the name of the high school I went to for this?
I mean, I can bleep it out. I don't know how I'm going to blur out something that's audio, but
Yeah, just blur it.
I'll
Blur
make
my
it
mouth.
I'll muffle it like.
Yeah, Tino, do with the name of the high school what you did when Vicky and I were making jokes about like 3 years ago.
Yes. But yeah, no. I'm in
while
full
you're at
goth
it,
swing.
Bleep that out too.
I was in full goth swing. I had chains all over my pants and stuff. And at the front of the high school, there was a metal detector. I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I looked at the guard, and I looked back at it, and I looked back at the guard, and he's like, "You ain't gonna hurt nobody. Go in." And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, was that a compliment or an insult?
Porqueño Los Dos.
I thought the direction that was going to go was that the security guard looked at you the way that the security guard looked at Neo in the Matrix movie when he has like that entire trench coat full of guns.
So when it comes to nostalgia pieces, especially when it comes to video game stuff, shout out to Digital Press in Springfield, New Jersey, a place where Vicky and I have secured more old consoles than I thought was possible for relatively decent prices.
That's the place where the NJGSO had their summer concert in 2022, right?
Yep, the very, very cramped video game store.
I remember trying to fit a bunch of cameras in there, and I was like, "This is not good."
So you want to know what's really funny? They have too much, and I don't know if they sold off the stock, but they had too many Xbox Ones at a certain point that they were selling them for like $40 a pop.
Wow.
Now that sounds like a good deal.
That would be a good deal if I didn't already have an Xbox One.
Get another one.
Yay.
No. Don't do that.
You can't link them together. This isn't the 1990s.
How do you know, Steve? Have you tried?
Tried what?
Linking
But if you link them together,
how do you link them together? How do you link them together? Is this like a docking thing?
Like
you can buy like cables that do that. Look, I have cables that connected things here.
What are those cables?
That looked like a bunch of USBs.
They're not.
No,
I don't
you
even know what they are. They were just in the move.
you
When
just
Here, you
we-
can
when we-
connect things with these.
Yeah, when we moved from the apartment, these were just in here.
Yeah, this cable
You can
goes
connect-
into this
you can
thing.
connect this.
Yeah. Look, hold on. I'll show you. This works. Hold on. How do I open this? Come here.
Give me a second. I think I just dropped an external hard drive.
There we go.
Oh,
Here,
that's not
look.
good.
See how there's like two ends to this cable? I can. Hold on, wait. It's going in.
It's
the
a
wrong
USB
way.
extension cord. That's all it is.
And I just plugged it into itself, so it can obviously link to things, Steve.
You have an Ouroboros cable.
Now it's unlimited bandwidth, unlimited power.
See, I'm figuring things out. I'm playing 8-dimensional Sudoku, and you're over here kibitzing about your lava lamp.
Listen,
My dad
my lava
once-
lamp is great.
I'm still
my dad
nervous.
once played.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Well,
Go ahead.
my puppet is greater.
Look, man, my lava lamp is 27 inches tall.
My
It was-
puppet
it,
is.
it was $200, and it was
Hold on.
totally worth it. It also takes 4 hours for the wax to heat up. and go liquid. So
Alright,
I
hold
turn
on,
it
wait.
on at 1 o'clock, so when I get home, it's ready.
That's peak energy efficiency right there.
So hold on.
Yeah, man.
If we're comparing notes and statistics about what we've ordered and gotten, that along those lines, hold on. I gotta look up the listing for Jiggles.
Oh no.
Am I supposed to bring my gun out now?
Yeah, that won't get us thrown off YouTube or anything.
All right,
Look, man, we're not monetized anyway.
I'm not
My
There's
talking
so many
about
gun channels
monetized.
on YouTube.
my puppet is 14 inches tall. He cost $29.95,
Uh-huh.
and he comes in 4 decorative colors: purple, blue, green, and orange.
Okay.
My gun comes in black.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
I still think Jiggles is better.
Anyway, we'll put that away. We don't want to get demonetized because, we're not making any money anyway.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about how bad YouTube is with its ads right now. They put ads on every friggin' video, and I guarantee we won't get one ad on ours that we see revenue.
Yeah, no, YouTube's gotten relentless. They're trying really hard to push that premium service.
That's why I use Brave.
It's that, and then Facebook too. I'm ready to leave Facebook.
You should have left Facebook like 30 years ago.
You're still on it.
Well, it's only for Flora's photo archiving. So if she's like, when did this happen? I'm like, let's go to the archive, and we go and we look it up.
Some of us use folders organized by date.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I do have access to her folders, but it's so much easier to go on Facebook. I don't know why. It's just easier.
I'm just tired of literally. I used to be able to just see here's what my friends are talking about in my feed, and it would have on the side, for example, if I liked Resident Evil 2, the game, right?
Mhm.
It used to say, hey, we saw that you liked Resident Evil 2. Might we suggest you also like Resident Evil 3, the game? And I'd be like, oh, that's kind of neat. Thank you, Facebook. And now it's just showing me things like, wow, look at this crazy life hack. And it's just a dude dropping his ice cream cone on the sidewalk. All right. Yeah. Wow, that's wild.
I saw an ad the other day. It was just like a science channel or whatever, and it's like, did you know that shooting stars aren't actually stars? And I'm like, is this for people who didn't finish middle school? What's going on here?
The answer is it's for the average. It's for the average browser of the internet. So yes.
Oh man, that's not good. It's not good.
Some of these
No, it
ads,
ain't.
I feel like I'm living in a GTA game because some of these ads are just here, I'm going to show you what I'm paying for car insurance. Okay, now here's what I would have been paying, and it's $165. Now, you could see that. Now, look down here when I click on this, and now it's $34. Or you'll have the ad where it's they put on that affected voice where it's don't buy anything from Amazon until you watch this video. Watch this. I'm about to show you if you keep watching. It's shut up.
I've got such... I've kind of built up such comprehensive, just ignoring defenses against ads at this point that there have been a couple of times where somebody was actually trying to contact me about something important and I assumed it was spam and kept deleting it or ignoring it. The world is filled with so much noise, not in a sound sense, but just in an information sense that you can't find the signal anymore. The signal to noise ratio is what an audio engineer will call it.
That's why.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. It's real. And the thing is, the reason you have all those defenses built up is because we all hail from a generation that was taught how to ignore that, because before it was video ads, it was all the pop-ups.
Yeah. Yeah, if I go to a website and something pops up, I close it out before I even read it. And then, it's happened a couple times where...
Yeah, because that's how we're trained.
Well, it's happened a couple times where, I've done the same thing in, a program, and then 2 or 3 seconds later, I'll be like, wait, no, there was actually, there was something in that pop-up I needed to know. I'm using a program. I'm not on the internet.
Yeah.
The same thing has happened to me.
That's why you get stories I think it was Japan. I forget. It might have been Japan, but I've heard this from a few different countries. There was that hiker who was lost in the woods, and like the rescue team was they actually had his phone number from like a family member, and they were texting him like, "Hey, we're the rescue team. Like, describe your surroundings and we'll help you get out." And the guy ignored them for a full day because he thought they were spam.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I've done that with text messages where it's like, why do these people keep reaching out to me? He's like, oh, that's my doctor's office.
But here's the thing. It's gotten so bad with all this spam stuff that like now when like someone legitimate tries to like message anyone, no one trusts it because it's like, well, it's all got to be spam, so they just ignore it. And I swear, like the government could send out something tomorrow, like, hey, like everyone needs to make sure that they just close their windows and blinds because we're gonna get this exceedingly bright light that it will blind you if you even see it like out of the corner of your eye. And people will look at it and be like, oh, this is just a spam text message. This isn't real. Like there's too much
That's
damage
what I would
done
assume,
where-
yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh,
I mean, that's why emergency alerts have to be their own thing now. They can't come through They can't come through text message channels. That's why your phone has a specific, different kind of alert system for that.
Yeah, and eventually advertisers will figure out how to take advantage of that. Like, warning, you're missing a great sale at Boscov's.
Well, it's even worse than that because some of these spam or scam text entities have, like, they'll do stuff where they will spoof other phone numbers.
Yeah.
And that happened to someone that I was, like, actually, like, friends with. And I didn't realize that it was his number, and so I just blocked it because it was like a spam text or a spam call. And then he called me later on, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I've been trying to get in touch with you for months. What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, let me see if you're in my blocked list." "Oh, you are." He was like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "I literally got a spam text from this number, dude."
I have one to beat this.
Oh no.
I got a spam call from a spoofed number. It was my own number.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Vicky,
the
I
funniest
can
thing.
tie with you on that. The same thing happened to me. I had to block my own number on my own cell phone.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yes.
Well, the funniest thing that you can do in that situation is just pick up and say, "Yes, who is it?"
No,
Housekeeping.
you never want to say yes because then, like, if they get any kind of like, if they're recording your voice, then anything for like your bank, it's like, do you consent to this? And it'll be like, yes.
Ah.
Yeah, no,
Well,
you
then
want to
you
be
have to
careful about
end-
what you say.
Well, then you have to answer as Communist Elmo.
Yeah.
I just,
Or-
if I do answer, I say,
As Senor
what the...
Igles.
Yeah, well, I
When
don't know
I-
what
if
his
I ever
voice
do-
sounds like.
Buenos noches, everyone. That means good nachos.
I just say hello, and then
So-
after they talk, I hear the robot talking at me. I say goodbye.
You know,
So
it's interesting.
there are some times where I've picked up and I've just gone on like a tangent, like cursing them out, like just dropping like horrible profanities at these people calling me, and they hang up real quick.
It's funny.
There-
I've read an article recently that this sort of thing has actually caused a bit of a generational difference in how people answer the phone, because of what Vicky noted with you saying yes on a phone can then be recorded and used for all that kind of stuff. And so now, mainly millennials and Gen Z, a lot of people of those two generations will pick up the phone, but they won't say anything, and they'll wait for the other person to say something. And people from older generations legitimately don't understand why they won't say hello when picking up the phone. And they think that like they're being rude or that it's anxiety, they can't handle talking to people. It's like, no. I think there's a misunderstanding going on here. It's actually like trying to prevent fraud.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't pick up the
without a doubt.
phone if it's any number that I don't recognize. Like normally, if like I'm
Same.
interacting with a what? Yeah, if I'm interacting with like a business, like I want to get something done in my house or whatever, I'll save their number with the name, and then like when I'm done with them, like usually I'll delete them, but sometimes I keep them. But yeah, any number it's not recognized, nope. You leave a voicemail, or it probably wasn't important anyway.
I have a funny line that people can use that doesn't have a yes or no component. Moshi
Okay.
moshi kira desu.
And the people who understand will immediately cease and desist.
Then you say, hello, is this Mr. blah, blah, blah? Like, no, this is Patrick.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
There's this person, I can't remember their name. Like, I was like, thank you for calling Patrick's mortuary. You stab him, we slap him. How can I help you today?
I think I've heard that one before. I don't know if it was you, but yeah, I like that.
I got a call once from someone pretending to be from my bank, and it's like, it's 8 o'clock at night. My bank isn't calling me, and I literally say, like, yeah, my credit union's closed. Why would you be calling this time of night? And he's like, oh, we're like an auxiliary branch they purchased to help with some of the calls. I'm like, oh, okay. So what are you calling about? He's like, well, your card's been hacked. We need to verify some information. I'm like, oh, it's been hacked? Then hold on. Let me go on my app and lock my card. And like, no, don't do that. Then we can't help you. I'm like, why? You said you work for my credit union, so you should be able to unlock my card then, right? And they got so angry. Like, they kept switching supervisors of who to talk to me. Apparently, my card got hacked, and because I locked it, I was in trouble now with the police. At which point, I pulled over to the side of the road, put the phone on speaker, and just started farting near my phone. And the woman who was, like, trying to tell me, like, I was getting in trouble with the police, like, oh, you're a pig. And then hung up.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, the worst ones I get now are the people who are like, is this? They're asking for my dad, and it's just sort of like, no. They've done this for years, like before he passed away, and so I just sit there and I go, I don't. I mean, you can talk to him. I just don't think you're going to get anywhere.
Well, no, what you should do is like, if you want to talk to him, here's his address. You can go talk to him in person, and then just give them the address of the cemetery.
Dave's dad is trolling people from the grave.
They just want to talk about his extended warranty.
Oh, man, he should have bought it. The frustrating thing about all this is that you guys remember that, for a while I was trying to do real estate photography as a job. And because so many people are kind of on guard against spam and fraud and that kind of thing, it makes legitimate marketing and advertising really difficult, especially to realtors who probably getting, all kinds of junk mail and spam all the time anyway. Like, even just as a real estate photographer, I would be getting constant offers from different, like, video or photo editing companies out of, like, Vietnam and Thailand. And some of them are legit. Like there was this one company that I did actually outsource some work to for stuff that I couldn't handle on my own, like digital or virtual staging. And this was before AI was like built into Adobe systems. But like most of the people who are contacting me business to business, I was completely ignoring it. I get all kinds of spam because I'm a business owner, like about my Google account or my business listing, or loans up to $500,000 with no money down, business loans and that kind of stuff. So that it's making it harder for people who are actually honest and not trying to scam you out of money. That's the frustrating thing about it, and that's probably why I ended up having to change strategies and be like, okay, I guess I'm going back to a traditional employer again.
It does help, like, when you're in a more legitimate business and everything, but
not by much.
Well, it still helps. But guys,
I mean, I can. Sorry to interrupt, but it's funny you bring up that point, because one of the things that I get in my inbox frequently, because I'm the admin for an insurance company, is whenever we make a announcement of leadership changes, I immediately get a bunch of emails being like, "Hi, this is the new employee. I need to set up my payment information. Can you send me the bank account info?" And I check the email address, and it's from a bakery that got their email hacked or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, luckily,
guys,
you're smart enough to know to
we
look
haven't done
for
this
that,
in a while, so we do have.
Oh no. I know what's coming.
Well, a question and a potential comment.
I knew it!
Natalie asks, Steve, what was your problem with 28 days later?
Do you mean 28 years later?
Are you asking me if about 28 years later?
Yeah, 28 years later. I'm sorry.
There's a 28 in the title somewhere.
Yeah,
Uh,
the numbers there.
I thought it was boring. I thought the child's motives were unbelievable. Well, not motives. His abilities were unbelievable. He was also super inept. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take my mom and go to the mainland and be like, haha, let's go find this doctor. And in a world full of zombies. And
Yeah.
like, okay. And I thought the big reveal of the giant skulls was really just a lonely old man's hobby. And I don't know. I found it very. I mean, it was fine movie. I didn't really enjoy it that much.
So along those lines, there's the comment, the follow-up.
Oh,
Oh no, here it comes.
All right, but don't you want to tell something to Steve about his opinion on 28 years later?
Oh no.
Natalie refuses to be roped into your shenanigans.
Oh.
Well,
She just wanted to tell Steve he was wrong. She also, I think, Steve, did I tell you that like in Discord that like she said you were wrong?
Yeah.
Did you ever respond to it?
I probably did, but I don't know.
All right.
Let's check the reviews. Yeah, it's like 3.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd. So I mean, my opinion's whatever. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
70%.
I gave it a 3 out of 5. So you can just take that however you like.
Look, when Natalie didn't know if you responded or not, she also called you a coward.
She also said something about not liking you.
Yeah, I clearly remember that at the
Yeah.
Last Supper. Good fish.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think on that note, gents, I just got back from exercising. I need food.
Yeah, go eat, go
oh
sleep.
yeah, if you haven't eaten dinner yet, goodness, go eat something.
Yeah.
I probably need to go to bed because I don't know.
This is a good stopping point, I think.
Yeah, I haven't been sleeping that well. I don't know why that is.
Are you sleeping on a couch?
No, I sleep on a bed now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sleep in a race car bed. Where do you sleep in a race car bed? No, I sleep in a bed of my wife.
Yeah. Real quick, did anyone watch K-pop Demon Hunters yet?
No, it's on the
I've
list.
seen trailers.
You need to watch it. It's very good. Even if you're not a K-pop fan, it's fun.
I have seen it.
It's a lot of fun.
Is that the one that's like kind of it's 3D animated?
Yep, but it's done by the Spider-Verse people. So it's very high quality.
Them complain about having their snack time interrupted.
Yeah, it's Spider-Verse animation and art style. It's very good. The soundtrack is quite good because it's like a musical. There's a lot of songs in the movie.
Ooh,
yes.
Ironically, I didn't know it was a musical, and I should have assumed that from its title.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of music, and the script is pretty funny. It's clever. There's a lot of Easter eggs for K-pop fans. It's like I see that, which is cool.
Will it be comprehensible to a non-K-pop fan?
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to gauge whether this is a movie that I would watch or
no.
Have you watched anime?
Yes.
In all honesty, it is a kids movie, kind of, not really, not really. It's like both, so it is enjoyable for anybody, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well.
So anyway, with that, I'm gonna hop off. So it's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, America.
Good night, everybody.
Back.
Yeah. The revival.